stands for. So how many tables should we have for joining? We should have n minus 1 tables for joining, where n specifies about number of tables. So simply by the name itself you can say that we are self-joining the relation. Okay, we are self-joining the relation. So here we will take study relation. The same relation should be cross product, cross joined with the same table. Okay, with the same table. When I want to join a same table, then I need to use this self join. Okay, but where do we use this self join? So see here, what is my query here? I need to find the names of the students who are enrolled for at least 2 courses. Only by taking the simple relation can I take. So what this relation will tell you about? This is study relation. I am taking, this is the relation, name it as study. Okay, so if you keenly observe, for my relation I have student ID. So student ID will be a primary key in student table. I have primary key of SID and I will have the details of the students. And course ID, I have course ID. So this is also an identification. So this course ID comes from the course table. And I have mentioned year of joining. Means here SID and CID acts as composite primary key. Now what is composite primary key? A primary key from one relation we are keeping, and again the primary key from another relation also is being mentioned in the study relation. Okay, so what are the combinedly? We have composite primary keys. Composite is nothing but combining. We have multiple primary keys. Okay, so whatever the relation that you have taken, this could be a related table of the other ones. Okay, like how we have the student table here and course table here. So this is a related table for student and course. Okay, so with this relation you can tell which student is studying which course. Yes or no? Right. So from this study table I can easily say that which student is reading which course. But what is my query is? My query is all about finding those students who are enrolled for at least 2 courses. Okay, so simply just by seeing this table, can you tell me? See here, S1 has enrolled for C1, S2 has enrolled for C2, and here S1 is enrolled for C2 again. Means only what is the answer should be? S1, because what is at least 2 courses? Minimum of 2 courses, more than 2. 2 or more than 2. Okay, what is the meaning of at least 2 courses? 2 or more than 2. So here, who are all the students here? So we have only one student. Student 1 who has enrolled for C1 and C2. Now how do we write the query? Okay, so using, you have to again take one more table. Okay, because simply just by taking one relation, study relation, you cannot take out. Okay, Okay, how do we write? Select student ID where CID equals to what? CID equals to 1, 2. Will it work? It will not work. Where CID equal to 1 and CID equal to 2. So like that you can write. But what if you have number of courses? What if the rows are very large? We have more number of rows. Will it be possible to write the query in that way? No. So that is why in this case the self join will be useful. Okay, self join will be useful. Now how do you write the query here? How do you write the query here? So when we are writing the query for the self join, select. Okay, so meanwhile we'll just leave what we need to select. We know, of course we know, we need to select the student ID. Okay, but for now we'll just leave it. Select from, so from what, from which tables you need to select? From S1 comma, okay, here I'll write S1 or simply study, I'll write study only. Okay, I have already written study, so study comma study. Can I write like this? Cross product is nothing but the table comma table. Yes or no? So from study comma study is nothing but I am cross producting. I am joining these two tables. I am joining these two tables. Now this SQL compiler will understand what she is telling, study comma study. This is not possible. So this is the name of one table and again the same table name she is taking. So is it right? No, this is not right. Okay, so to avoid the ambiguity by the SQL compiler, how do we write the query here? This is study table, right? This is study table. So I need to write select command. So meanwhile to select from, here I have to use alias names. I need to use alias names because study comma study will leave the compiler in an ambiguity situation. So to avoid that, what I am using? I am using the alias name T1 and T2. I am using the alias name T1 and T2. So how do I write here? From study as. I have a keyword called as which represents the alias name of the study table. Means what I have here? So as study as T1 means meanwhile only for a short period of time this study table will become T1 comma study as T2. Study as T2. Again one more alias I am creating. What alias I am creating? T2 alias I am creating. Okay, as T2. Okay, so for only one relation, how many aliases I have taken? I have taken two aliases T1 and T2. I have just created two different views. The same table with two different views. Right? So now it will be easy to find the cross product between the two tables. Right? So here because we have written as T1 and T2, the compiler will understand that T1 I need to get from the study, again T2 I need to get from the study table. So these two tables it will be cross joined. Okay, it will be cross joined. So you need to write the where condition also. You have to write the where condition also. So how do you write the where condition? What is the query here? At least two courses. You need to find the names of two students who are enrolled for at least two courses. Okay. So always first clause will be. So see here, the student ID should be equal. Any one of, either you can write CID also, because we are taking the composite primary key. Either you can take SID or CID. Any one of the column you can take. Okay. So here I will write where T1 dot SID. What do you mean by this T1 dot SID? T1 dot SID. So for the table, for the alias T1, SID must be equals to T2 dot SID. So T2 dot SID. Okay. So please be careful when you are writing the attributes. The attributes in the relation as well as the attribute in the query should be equal. Okay. So S underscore ID and S underscore ID. Okay. So now, so we have joined these two tables. Okay, I want to get those students who are enrolled for at least 2 courses. So what I'll write here? I'll write one more where clause with and operator, and T1 dot CID should not be equal to T2 dot CID. Okay, so what does this mean here? T1 dot CID should be never equal to T2 dot CID. Okay, so those clauses only will be taking out. Okay, right. Now we'll see what is a cross product between these two tables. Okay, so what is a cross product here? So see here. So SID. So what is a cross product here? So what is a, how do I write the query here? Select. We'll write afterwards. Select from, how to write? Study as T1, comma, study as T2. Okay, I have relation study where I am creating alias names T1 and T2. Okay, so T1 and T2 where, what is the where condition here? Where T1 dot SID should be equals to T2 dot SID, and T1 dot CID should not be equals to T2 dot CID. So see here, what is the first one? S1, C1, student 1, course 1. Okay, so is this equals to T1 dot SID? So these two attributes belongs to T1 and these two belongs to T2. What is the first condition here? SID should be equal. T1 SID and T2 SID are equal. Yes, true. And T1 dot CID should not be equal to T2 dot CID. These should not be equal. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal. Now what happens? True and false. What is true and false? It will give you false. So this tuple is not considered. So see here. So is SIDs are equal? SIDs are not equal. It is false. So you cannot consider this also. Okay. So now the next one. So S1 and S1 are equal. Okay. So S1 and S1 are equal. The first condition, T1 dot SID, T2 dot CID is equal, and T1 dot SID is not equal to T2 dot CID. So both even these are not equal. So what happens? This tuple will be preserved. Okay. True and true. Always it will return true. True and true. It will always return true. Okay. So we'll see for the next one. So are these two equal? S2 is not equal to S1. So this will not be considered. The next one, S2 and S2 are equal. Yes, S2 and S2 are equal. But what about this? T1 dot CID is also equal to T2 dot CID. But what is the condition here? This should not be equal. So this tuple is also ignored. What is the next one? So student ID should be equal. So here student IDs are not equal. No need to consider. So the next one, S1 is equal. CIDs are not equal. So CIDs are not equal. So this tuple is taken. Okay. So this will be considered. The next one. So S1 is not equals to S2. This is simply ignored. Again S1 is equals to S1 as well as C2 is also equals to C2. But which condition I need to check? This should not be equal. So simply I will ignore. So how many students are there here whose courses are not equal? C1 should not be equals to C2. So when you write this, how many students we got? What is the data we got? Only S1. And by normally seeing the table, can you say which student is enrolled for with how many, at least 2 courses? Student 1 has enrolled for C1 and student 1 has also enrolled for C2. At least minimum 2 courses student 1 has been enrolled. So what is the answer here? S1. So what is the answer we got? S1. So in this way self join will be taken. So self join is considered. Okay. So for if we have the examples like this, if you want to join 2 tables, if you want to join a single table twice or any number of times, then we have to make use of this self join. So instead of writing this entire thing, so what I need to write? So see here. So what I need to write? Simply, so now what I want to select here? I need to select the student. Can I write simply SID? Which SID? Even the compiler will be in a confusion state. Which SID should I select? So this SID, either it can be from T1 or T2. You can write T1.SID or else T2.SID. So write T1.SID. Now it will select T1.SID from T1 as well as T2 where the condition. So simply instead of writing this entire one, so this is the cross product from here to here. This is the cross product and this is the condition it is checking. So rather writing like this, simply you can write like select SID from study as T1, self join study as T2. Like how we have mentioned for natural join, in the same way you can mention for self join too. Okay. So select star from study as T1, self join study as T2. Aliases names are important when we are going for self join because single relation is combined number of times. So here you need to create alias names using the keyword as. So you need to create alias names and then you can write the self join, right? Select a star from, either you can write the star or else whatever the attributes that you want to select, those attributes you can mention, right? So how did I mention here? T1.SID with the alias names dot the attribute you can mention from the table name as alias name, self join the table name as alias name. So here, so whatever we have written, so cross joining 2 relations and we need to find out the where condition. So instead of writing the where condition, simply if we self join, it will be, so then it will retrieve the data automatically. Thank you.